Alright guys, well welcome back, BTD6. Let's jump into the part 2 of this Odyssey, shall we? I've completely forgotten what I'm doing. Let's find out together. Oh, the specialization. Right. Got it. Military only, magic only, and primary only. Well, we did well on the first two maps, so this is really the only sort of curveball that we have now, because we haven't seen what our Magic Monkey team is like yet. But if I know my Magic Monkeys, it should be a pretty damn good team. However, Quincy level 1 versus round 4 might not be a great team, so we are probably going to lose those lives. How many lives is it? 36 lives remaining. Well, what are the next two maps? End of the Road and Stream Bed. That's round 6 and that's round 4. Okay, yeah, no, we're fine. Okay, I'll take it. If the end of the road wasn't starting on round 6 and it was starting on round 4, we would have lost even more lives, but considering it starts on round 6, we should be fine. And because the last map starts on round 4, but we have primary monkeys, we should also be fine. Alright, cool. Whew. So, I was thinking, now I might have also brought this up in a previous video, but I don't really remember, but I'm thinking the main way I'm going to beat, like, the Lich, just in general, is probably with a Paragon. I know they're super bloody expensive, but I figure that when I did a little bit of a test run for the new boss, I didn't beat it straight away, even on normal difficulty, which I found surprising. Essentially, buffing your towers is quite detrimental in the end, in terms of healing the boss. I don't know how good it is doing a completely buffing strategy. I just sort of used buffs towards the end just to see if they were any good, and all of my towers seemed to get stun locked pretty hard. But yeah, I was thinking Paragons, since they actually can't be buffed, are probably going to be the way I'm going to go to beat them. So I thought that was quite interesting, because I usually avoid Paragons and I just go for the usual, or at least for elite mode, I usually avoid Paragons and just go for the Vengeful Sun Temple. But this time around it seems like Paragons might take the spotlight, which I think is what Ninja Kiwi was trying to do. The only problem being now is that they've introduced the Ninja Paragon, which is undoubtedly really bloody strong. But it's also the most expensive out of the Paragons now. A whopping 600,000. And that's not even like hard mode price. That's just generic. What's that based on? Like standard? Medium, standard difficulty? Whatever it is. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to say the least. But still, I think Paragons are going to be the way forward. And I think that's what Ninja Kiwi intended with these boss fights. Like, obviously we didn't have great Paragon options for Blinarius, but now that we've got the Ninja, I feel like Blinarius is going to be a lot easier if you just afford the Ninja Paragon, because I think he's going to do insane damage to that boy now. Anyway, enough of that. Back to the Odyssey. So, we've been pretty chill so far. Our Dart Monkey and Boomerang combo seemed to work pretty well on the first map. And then, what was next? Our military combo seemed to do pretty well. What was it? Sniper and plane? I was very sad to find out fully auto rifle can no longer pop leads on its own. But, it is what it is. You know, can't always have everything, and admittedly that did seem like a bit of a pretty huge buff to the sniper, being able to pop leads down every single path, so that you didn't have to cross path with the top. But now I think it's a bit more balanced. I would have still appreciated it if they took lead popping or power away from the supply drop upgrade as well. But I can see why they still kept it, because let's face it, supply drop, not the best upgrade path. Like, yeah, if you're looking for extra money, then sure, great upgrade path. But just in general, not amazing. Not super duper amazing fun times. Alright, so we're gonna get a Balloon Jutsu. Admittedly, I haven't... It's been a while since I've used a ninja without an alchemist. So I genuinely don't know if it's gonna actually do well without one. Versus the round 40 Moab. And that's pretty shocking, because, like, usually I'm all over the fact that, like, oh, I can easily beat round 40 with this or that. But, yeah, it's interesting. I've not beaten it without an alchemist for a while. So we'll see how we go. We should be fine, because I can just turn all the money I would put onto an alchemist into a necromancer instead. Just like that. And we should be perfectly fine, to be honest. But just in case. Now, what do we need most out of this? Let's just see if we can beat round 40 first. Give it the old college try. And then we'll see where we go from there. Because I want a Prince of Darkness for round 63. Oh, damn. Necromancer's pretty damn strong on its own. Okay. So we'll just chill until this defense starts sucking. Which shouldn't be that bad. Oh, there you go. That's where our damage came from. I thought for a second the Necromancer here was doing all of that. I must admit, I do think he was doing a lot of damage. But I feel like Quincy with his triple damage to mob class balloons probably took the cake on that one. Unless maybe he didn't even have it. And he leveled up at the end of the round, but I didn't notice. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. 10 grand down. Just another 15 to go. And we'll be absolutely fine. Absolutely flying with colors. Anyway, I'm going to skip ahead to when we can afford the Prince of Darkness. I shouldn't buy any upgrades in between then, but if something goes wrong, I'll stop and let you guys know. Alright, see you then. Damn, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? Round 52, Prince of Darkness. A thing of beauty right there. See, that's the power. So once you know, this is like the biggest trick I use in this game. Like 9 times out of 10 beats most game modes for me. Obviously it doesn't beat the ones with like alternate balloons round or where it actually changes what happens on each round. But if you can beat round 40, the first Moab, round 50 is when the second Moab comes out, right? Or the second and third, because there's one at the start of the round and one at the end of the round. But all the other rounds in between round 40 and 50, no Moabs whatsoever. So if you can handle ceramics by round 40 and the Moab, you can spend all of the rounds between 40 and 50 saving up cash for something dope. And that's what I just did. So, I believe this should be able to beat round 63. So, we're going to save up for a Grandmaster Ninja now. So, I will see you guys when we get another 26,000 something or other. And there it is, my friends. Grandmaster Ninja to help clean up the back row. Alright, we're pretty much sorted for this, not gonna lie. Quincy's leveling up fairly steadily. He's about to get quad damage to Moab class balloons, which is pretty good, pretty good. This boy's been holding back pretty much everything up until this point, so now we've got a ninja to back him up just in case. And deal a little bit of sneaky extra damage to those bigger balloons. Are we good here? We're good here. Ooh, not gonna lie, that was pretty scary. But we managed it. And, you know, we also had both of Quincy's abilities available, so if it did go a bit pear-shaped, we could always back out, try it again, use one ability, probably only need the first one, and save the second one for something like round 78, maybe, if it does cause too much trouble for us. But, for now, we're looking pretty good. So let's see how we go with 78. It's a lot of ceramics, but we're fine. None of them regrow. Alright, so why not just sort of throw down a little bit of extra assistance here. What do we want? We don't need much, so let's just go for random DPS. Just random bits of extra DPS. Put him on strong. Don't know why. And then let's also throw down a ninja, because purple balloons are annoying. So we'll clean them up with him. Alright, and that's all our towers placed. I genuinely don't think we need any more than that. I guess you can buy the Summon Phoenix for fun, but yeah, we've pretty much destroyed this. Easy enough. What's the next one? Is it more military? And then primary monkeys again? Something like that. Anyway, this is the end of round 79 right here after these two BFBs drop. And boom, round 80. I completely forgot I got this pumpkin carved ZOMG, but it looks pretty cool. So we'll do that. And then once he pops down into smaller boys, we will Arrow Storm. Beautiful. Again, apparently I've claimed this reward, but I really haven't. I'm doing this for the first time. As you can see, it doesn't say claim down here, so that's odd. Anyway, what are we moving on to? End of the road. End of the road. Alright, so this is the one where I thought we might lose a few lives, potentially, if we started on round 4, but round 6 is weirdly nicer. It's not like really grouped up blues. They're a bit more spread out, and even though there are harder balloons, like green balloons, it's weirdly a lot easier than round 4. I honestly don't get it why round 4 is insanely difficult compared to other rounds in the early game, but it just is. Alright, we'll get a sniper, put him like right at the back here. I'm sure there's better places to put him, but for the shrapnel shot, I'm mainly just aiming to get them going this way. And even if on the way back, you know, if we're targeting first, it's going to miss the balloons that are going behind it, like on this side of the track. But it'll probably still hit balloons coming forward this way on the track. So like if it shoots a balloon here, it's not going to hit the ones over here, but it might hit the ones here. So it'll still be quite effective, even if the shrapnel's not hitting what you'd expect it to. Alright, so we're still going to stick with our bottom path sniper. I'm very upset about losing the lead popping power, but the middle cross path deals so much more damage than the top that it is worth the sacrifice. Plus we can always just get another 1-0-0 sniper to clean up the early leads. Because I don't actually remember if Quincy would have made it in time to pop those. I don't think he was able to make it. Alright, but we'll get the shrapnel now, which should help out quite a bit. Even with slow fire rate, it helps out quite a lot just cleaning up like the early fast balloons like pinks and yellows. You know, because a lot of the balloons will be grouped up just like that, and so hitting a sort of shotgun shot after the first sniper shot is pretty damn good. Alright, so we'll get this guy down. Just do that. Just do that to sort out the leads. Now we don't have to worry about it. We can go straight for our semi-automatic and fully automatic. Ah, nice and easy. But yeah, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. Go for an elite defender and then go for a spectre, and then all should be good. All should be wonderful. And then I suppose we could actually get this guy to night vision so he can pop all the balloons on 58 as well, but, or 59, sorry. But we'll cross that speed bump when we get to it. Or we could just give the Spectre camera detection, which is a bit more preferable in terms of damage and actual usefulness. Alright, so we're gonna get semi-auto here. I remember semi-auto came pretty close to leads, so yeah, okay, so Quincy wasn't a high enough level to actually get that exploding shot there. But I assume if you have the monkey knowledge, where your hero starts at level 3, you'd probably have that by now and could most likely just rely on Quincy for that first lot of leads. So it shouldn't be too bad. And then fully auto rifle we should be able to afford before round 40. And then getting into the old elite defender. Because like I said before, like round 40 to 50, we earned like 20 grand and were able to afford the Prince of Darkness by round, what, 51, 52? And that costs like 25 grand total. Elite defender costs 15,000. We're definitely getting this guy before round 50 hits. It's going to be crazy and it's going to be amazing. Oh, and I officially submitted my my presentation for business today. Some of you may not have noticed, some of you may have noticed, in which case, thank you very much. But I did post a couple of videos on my YouTube that were not gaming related for the first time. It was for my business class. If you guys don't know, I'm studying fitness, becoming a personal trainer. And for my business class, I had to make 5 social media posts to do with fitness and promoting it and all that jazz. And then I had to make a presentation on how well it went. And did the presentation today. It went well. some of my classmates that also, because we all did the presentations on the same day. So I got to see everybody else's like work as well. And goddamn, some of them were funny. Some of them were absolutely hilarious. Like, I think one of my friends actually, because like one of the last pages was like a sort of summary. And you had to say like, oh, how well you performed. Did you enjoy the assignment given to you? Like, why not, sort of thing. And one of my mates, straight up just on their slide, said, I didn't enjoy this task from start to fucking finish. Well, they didn't include the swear word in there, but still. He was just like, I did not enjoy this task whatsoever. Start to finish, crap. Stressed me the hell out. Didn't like it. It was horrible. Worst task you've ever given us. Screw you. And my lecturer was just like, you know what? That's fair. I can understand that. That is fine, so long as you're being honest. Alright, here comes our elite defender. Should be beautiful just hanging out there. Oh, but yeah, all of our PowerPoints were actually pretty good. Like, everyone was downplaying themselves in terms of like, oh, my PowerPoint's awful, it's gonna be shit, all that. And I think the main reason for that was we weren't exactly given amazing marking criteria. So we didn't really know what to include in the PowerPoint, so most of us just winged it. And included some information we all knew had to be in there. But then for the rest of it, we were just like, do we need that? Don't we need that? Maybe not, maybe. But yeah, it all worked out pretty well in the end. So not too bad at all. And I think everyone's relieved that it's finished with now, but that just means there's going to be another assignment soon after, so who knows? Anyway, I'll see you guys when we can afford the Spectre. And hopefully that's before round 63. Ooh, this is beautiful right here. Just as our sniper's starting to struggle, here comes the first wave of round 63. We should be fine for it. Just in case, I got my finger on Quincy's abilities here, so let's use the first one. Made it, and there we go. So just as the sniper's starting to struggle, we managed to save up just enough cash to get a Spectre. So if you were struggling, you can use Quincy's second ability if you're playing along with me. Or just try and stick with this first one, see how that goes. But yeah, so far, we're doing pretty well. Also, Quincy did handle all of round 59 for me with the camo LEDs. I forgot to buy this upgrade, but you could probably get that in time and have it do fairly well. But yeah, I don't really know what to buy now, so let's just go with... yeah, let's do this. And then let's get bouncing bullets for fun. Alright. I honestly don't think we need anything else, so I'll probably see you guys at round 80. You can buy whatever you want from here, but honestly, I don't think anything else is really required. Just what you have now and the 2 abilities, you'll be fine. So yeah, round 80. Alright guys, as expected, breezing through this right now. I haven't bought a single other upgrade after we bought the bouncing bullets, but if you do feel a bit paranoid or that you might not beat it, you can always get supply drop in the elite sniper. It won't do too much in terms of damage on its own, but it will speed up the firepower of your original sniper here, and you should absolutely crush round 80. And there you go. Easy as. Let's move on to Streambed. Honestly, Streambed is one of those maps that I actually quite like. Streambed and Cornfield. In a similar tier for me. You know, it's got awkward obstructions at the start, but not like enough to actually ruin your day. But once you get rid of them, whoo, you got a whole new map on your hands then. Alright, so let's put Quincy around there. Should do pretty well. He's got a pretty big portion of the map. Even on round 4, he should smash this out pretty easily. Yeah, okay, not too many lives lost, just 4. That's actually pretty damn good. Alright, so what strategy did we use before? We had a Dart Monkey in for camo detection, and then eventually lead popping power as well. But until then, I believe we had some glaives. We had a few glaives flying around the map, which is pretty damn handy too. So simple start off, just going for your casual little crossbow here, because crossbow does pretty insane damage when you need it to, especially when you get the quick shots with it. And then once we get this crossbow, we'll probably remove the stupid dinosaur head, or the dinosaur skull I should say, and then see where we go from there. Because Quincy and crossbow actually do pretty well on their own. Not like insanely strong, but strong enough to last you a few rounds in the early game. So we'll remove this fat head next, and then it should be an easy breezy finish for us. And then the Odyssey will be finished. Complete. Finito. Dunzo. Accomplished. 100%ed. Other words that mean we managed to not die. There we go. Let's get rid of this dino head, opening up a little bit more room for both of these guys. Get some sharp shots, get some quick shots. Oh, the pink balloons are giving us a bit of hassle, but that should be fine when we get our glaive bloody flying around. Oh yeah. Plus Quincy's leveling up each time, making himself even more of an absolute legend. Like, you know what? I'm starting to think Quincy's pretty damn good, alright? Don't get me wrong, he's certainly not the best hero, but in my opinion, he's certainly not the worst. I don't know who the worst hero would be. I don't think I'm ready to make that judgment call just yet. But he's doing pretty damn well for himself. Okay, we're losing a few. Well, we don't need to lose those lives, let's be honest. Let's take it back. We'll just use an ability to get out of that one. The only problem being that we're probably going to get more rounds like that right now. Yep. However, we seem somehow more equipped, even though we changed nothing until that upgrade there. Weird. Anyway, let's get our glaive thrower probably here, just so it's got a good chance to hit the start of the map and really mess up the balloons day early. And then once they get a little bit further along, if they're a bunch of regrow balloons and they just come back like 10 times stronger, then we've got him down here to just curve all the way around here with a good old glaive ricochet. But here we go. Put him on strong to handle these guys. Lost a few lives there, but it shouldn't be too hectic. Put him back on strong for these leads. And our boys here should be able to handle it for cleanup. Yeah, there we go. Glaive ricochet, don't need strong anymore. And we should be just fine. We're gonna get more glaives, and then I think, I don't officially remember, but I think that opens us up to being able to get our crossbow master. Because we all know we made 25 grand during the last 40 to 50. So once we get this bad boy, if we can beat 40, we should have a crossbow master on our hands roughly around 50. So let's get to it. Quincy, are you able to do your triple damage to mobs balloon? No, not yet. That's alright, that's alright. Take your time, level up. We could just afford it outright, but honestly, in my opinion, in regular game modes, spending money on heroes is only a very desperate last-ditch attempt to beat a round. You know, you don't want to be leveling up your heroes every single round or every single time you can. a lot of that is just a big waste of money. And you can't get it back, because if you sell your hero, you're losing like level 7 or even higher levels of hero, that when you replace your hero, you're not going to have that level 7 or level 8. And it's going to be a lot more expensive to try and rebuy him back with everything he had. So let's just see how we go with round 40 here. We don't... Oh, we do have the triple damage to the Moabs. That's pretty good. So we should be fine. Considering a Moab got that far, and then the ceramics got absolutely crushed, even though the Moab popped like here, I'd say we're pretty clear at least until round 50. And even then, Quincy's going to get even stronger between it. So see you guys when we can afford this, or if something dramatically goes wrong. Alright. Oh, actually. And... Oof. Okay. So, admittedly, we were pretty close to being able to afford the Crossbow Master, and the biggest solution to that is simply this. There we go. We can always buy this guy back, and he just gave us enough money to be able to afford Crossbow Master, so it's definitely worth selling him. I'm going to be rebuying him here, I think, because if Glaive Lord spreads out his glaives nicely enough, we'll be able to hit the part of the track here, here, and here. If it doesn't spread out nicely enough, then it's going to look pretty dumb. But either way, I think we can save up for a Glaive Lord right now. So I'll see you guys when we can afford it, or if we, hell, if we beat the map before then. Alright, team. It's not looking like we'll be able to afford the Glaive Lord in time, but in all honesty, we don't even need it. We don't even need it. Crossbow Master is annihilating the balloons and doing his job perfectly. We honestly couldn't ask for a better hero. And no, we could have asked for a better hero. Honestly couldn't have asked for a better tower to clean this map up in a nicely little package for us with 30 grand to spare. So there you go. That is the fuck. Please forgive my awful English. It's the only language I know, and somehow I still fuck it up. That was the there we go. Specialization Odyssey. Far out. That took way too many tries. Anyway, that was that Odyssey. This word right here, it's a very fun one. Here's our lovely rewards. 200 monkey money, a lovely glue gunner, and some trophy store trophies. Spend them while you can. There are limited store items in there now, and some Halloween items that have been thrown in for funsies. So, there you go. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.